And there we go. We're not freezing. Yet.
Yay! Not freezing is good.
Alright, we were in this...
We were in Hope's dad's house.
Update on the situation in Palampola. The LaCie continue their desperate flight, and the military has now launched an all-out campaign to eliminate them. In the event you must leave your home, please follow the instructions broadcast on this channel.
The exit signs are here and here.
Roughly 2,500 civilians believed to have come in contact...
I was actually in the exit wing of a flight one time, and they're like, "Are you prepared?" I'm like, "I fucking better be. Let's go!"
Yep.
Majority in favor of the immediate purging of these individuals, believing their treatment...
Lay down.
I don't wanna. I gotta give off the fan service.
Oh, right.
Never mind.
I'm suddenly reminded of one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Take the kid's toy away.
Fan service.
He gave it back to me. Said he didn't need it anymore.
Go figure.
It was too much. What happened to Sarah? All I could think about was, what could I have done?
Absolutely
there.
nothing.
Yeah.
I hated
Been there.
myself for not trusting her. It hurt too much. I couldn't face it. Look, Snow.
I pooped in the
I'm
bed.
sorry. Forgive me.
For what?
Everything.
If you told me your real name, I suppose I could.
Have Sarah tell you. When she comes back.
Deal.
I mean, I could tell you, but...
My dad said he'd like to see you guys. He wants to talk.
I don't know what it is. I know what Lightning's real name is. Lara Croft.
this...
Her name
At
is...
least two of those letters are right.
Her name is United States, Panama, Mexico, Canada, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
Republic Dominican and the Caribbean and El Salvador to Puerto Rico, Colombia.
I saw an edit of that song where
Snow.
basically they repeat a country for each war crime it's committed.
Did she say anything to you?
How many does America have?
America was a good chunk. Germany was like 2/3 of the fucking video.
Yep.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's like Germany. I fast forwarded it. Germany. Fast forward a lot more. Germany. Well then.
I mean, understandable.
Yeah.
This, it's hard to believe you're all dangerous fugitives. But the entire world is scared to death of you, LaCie. No, not even just you. People who've helped you.
You look like Martin Sheen, sir.
Sometimes
Martin
it's
Sheen.
just people who've walked by one of you. They think they're
I
tainted.
told you, he's like the most generic NPC ever.
The sanctum's a puppet of the foul sea. To them, our lives don't mean anything at all.
Just like every government ever.
Yeah.
Take down the sanctum and save Cocoon.
You thought that through.
No.
No.
Who likes thinking?
Take down the sanctum.
Brain for eat, not for think.
They won't stop at fear. People will take up arms and stand against you.
Also, do you realize that your
Rampant
tie does
violence.
not fit properly?
The government's control.
You also sound a little bit like Martin Sheen. Sir,
I mean-
are you Martin Sheen?
I'm not gonna bet on it, but
That means
maybe.
you too.
I mean, he was in Mass Effect.
I'm on your side of the fence. Harbor of the l'Cie and a public enemy.
Coming here was a bad idea.
Coming here was a great idea. I don't know what you're on about. You only have smart ideas.
You already finished up your water?
Here,
I was thirsty.
let's figure this out together.
Thirsty.
To be fair, I'm surprised you don't have an angry orchard right now.
Your idea is not without merit.
Especially what you're about to see right now.
What? Okay, what am I about to...
I mean, we gotta deal with a small thing first, but...
Oh god, it's the ninjas from Courage the Cowardly Dog!
I was gonna say those guys from Tron Legacy, but that works too.
I'll stay here. Snow, help my dad.
The way you helped my mom, Wade.
To be fair, before that he hated his dad.
What kind of voice acting was that?
He hated his... Well, I'm suddenly reminded of DBZ Abridged.
Yeah.
You wrecked my armor! That armor was a gift from my father! I hated my father! How dare you insult my father!
My favorite, like, edits of Dragon Ball are where Cell and Frieza are just discussing how they both got their asses handed to them by Goku and Vegeta's kids.
Ah, yeah. I know the Team 4-Star guys hate it when people say this. So DBZ Abridged wouldn't exist without Dragon Ball, this is true.
Yep.
I wouldn't say that DBZ Abridged as a whole is necessarily any better or worse than Dragon Ball or DBZ.
Yeah.
That said, there are definitely sections where I feel like it's better written and better characterized. Partly because they have the advantage of, okay, we know what the show actually does, so we can kind of
Work around it, yeah.
work around it so it sucks less.
Yep.
I was talking with Waffle on a different server, and we were discussing how much of Dragon Ball I should watch, and he's vehemently trying to stop me from watching GT.
GT's not good. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, though. Like, I remember
Here's the
watching...
thing, I agree with you. I was introduced to Dragon Ball by GT.
Wow!
I was in the time frame where it was still going on, and that is what I watched. Like, the first transformation I ever saw was the giant ape.
To be fair, if you started in original Dragon Ball, which technically I did, I just skipped a chunk of it because they didn't air it in the US until later. But the first transformation you would have seen if you started back in original Dragon Ball was also the giant ape. Back when Dragon Ball was a little more Journey to the West inspired, and before they started putting in more sci-fi stuff.
And the thing is, like, I like Super Saiyan 4's design.
Super Saiyan 4's design is fucking amazing.
Yeah, people shit on it just because it's from GT.
Like people talk about, oh, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct. They're so powerful and they're the canon versions. I'm like, yeah, but they also look really lazy.
Yeah, it's just Goku with different hair.
Yeah.
There's zero alteration. It's just him with different hair.
Yeah.
At least with like 2, 3, and 4, there's physical differences.
Yeah.
Granted, most of the time it's just his hair growing longer, but still.
And in 3's case, he loses his eyebrows.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, according to one of the directors, I forget which one, like, the stuff in GT is still probably going to happen in Super.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff from GT is still going to happen. Like, Oob will become the main character.
See, the thing about that
There is no stopping it. Oob will eventually become the main character.
Oop wasn't the main character in GT.
Yeah, but he got handed off at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Oop,
that's gonna happen by the end of Super.
I'm cool with that. Like I want Oob to get a fair shake because he didn't in GT.
Yeah.
Like there was all this build up to him, and then like he existed to get his shit like to save the heroes one time, and then get his shit wrecked to show that the bad guys were that strong.
Yeah, pretty much. See, I haven't watched the original Dragon Ball or Z Kai, so I have nothing on those.
See, I catch some flack for this. I tend to like earlier Dragon Ball better, like up until like the Saiyan saga is like where I feel like Dragon Ball is best. Once you get Frieza and beyond, there are issues that I have with it.
You like the whole building up your strength to take on the next opponent.
And like one of the
realistic opponents.
One of the problems that, and this got introduced in the Saiyan saga, the idea of power levels.
Yeah, and then the power level scaling just kind of got thrown out the window.
Because like up until the Saiyan saga, and even during the Saiyan saga, when the power levels weren't obscene big, huge, it was like, okay, we know that Goku is...
No, not the coat!
Don't shoot! I'll show you what all the sea looks like!
But like, before power levels, it was like, okay, whenever there's a fight between Goku and somebody, it's like, it's plausible that Goku could lose, or, you know, that, like, even, like, if Yamcha or Tien or Krillin fought Goku, it was like, okay, we don't know which one is stronger, we'll be able to fight, and it'll be a good match. Once you introduce power levels and they started ballooning, it's, oh, just bigger number beats smaller number.
Yeah. I mean, at least, like, the only good thing to come out of the power scaling is the over 9,000 meme, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Discount Sephiroth. Oh my... Roche? Really?
However, the Pulse threat is not so easily dismissed. The very existence of ULC puts every last one of us in danger.
So he's the racist.
Your life is worth more than the lives of millions of Cocoon citizens?
But, like, you want to know... The one thing that I want explained to me... Why does Tien have 3 eyes?
There are actually 2 explanations for this. And they're both semi-canon.
Please explain, because I still don't get it.
So, one explanation that has been listed in canon, he is descended from aliens. The other canon explanation is it's a side effect of him achieving some level of enlightenment. And this again is an artifact of Dragon Ball being partially inspired by Journey to the West. So, Son Goku is loosely based on the character Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. Very loosely. Ridiculously loosely. And in Journey to the West, Sun Wukong was the baddest of the bad. Like, he's most unstoppable dude ever, and, oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Discount Sephiroth died.
But, in the course of A Journey to the West, Sun Wukong actually got a rival who was capable of, like, fighting him evenly. He was he was, like, a Taoist priest who had achieved a certain level of enlightenment. He had a variety of strange mystical powers, such as being able to grow multiple limbs, turning into multiple copies of himself, and he had 3 eyes.
Can't let you get
I
dragged
see.
into this.
Does any of this sound familiar? It should.
But there's no
It's
place
Tien.
to see.
Yep. Yeah, the character's name is Shen Lang, but
Survive somehow.
that's where you get part of Tien's full name, Tien Shin Han. It's from Shen Lang. So Tien is loosely based on this Taoist priest who achieved some form of enlightenment, and enlightenment means third eye, so Tien has it as well. And it gives him some psychic powers. Also, he can shoot lasers out of it.
And do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You mean
Tien was one of my favorite characters, and
Tien
Don't you
Tien
worry
and Krillin.
about that.
Well, Krillin was basically Goku's rival through the whole thing. If I'm kind of remembering correctly. I haven't watched the show, but I know that much.
So Krillin, after the end of the first Dragon Ball arc, Goku goes to train with Master Roshi. Krillin is a Buddhist monk who also goes to train with Master Roshi, and they're kind of friendly rivals, but they're training partners as well, and they're BFFs. Whereas Tien's origin is, he's from a school that was taught by Master Roshi's biggest rival, and he was actually trained to be an assassin.
Hi, Courage.
Courage!
What?
It's Final
Hi,
Fantasy
Courage.
XIII.
breath? I'll throw in some hits for you.
This game is something I can agree with you on. This game is madness.
Yep. So yeah, how do you feel about fighting that?
I feel...
The robot penis split. You're right. I might need an Angry Orchard for this.
And see, she actually does have a gun blade.
Final Fantasy
Yeah.
fashion show. Fuck you, Nomura. Yeah, I remember in that one LP of Durgus Cerberus I went through, the screenshot one. At the end of every chapter, the guy doing the LP had a section just called "Fuck You, Nomura," where he talked about like what was dumb about every costume. I can't remember whose costume it was, but like puts the picture up, doesn't even give an explanation for why it's bad. He's just like, "Fuck you, Nomura."
I mean, yeah, that'll work.
But I am gonna get more water and alcohol.
Yeah. Anyways, hi, Courage. We were discussing Dragon Ball.
Yep.
And also, why Tien has 3 eyes. That happened. Yes, this was explained to me by Lantern.
Yep.
We also discussed the pros and cons of, like, GT and such.
Yep.
Oh well, this town, Sephiroth was getting murdered to death.
Yeah. Spoilers, he survives this.
He survives that?
Yes, he does.
This is, like... This is just like in One Piece. I watched a guy get shot, got all the moisture sucked out of him, and then thrown to a crocodile and consumed. And he survives that.
Yeah.
Who survived what now?
I was talking about a character from One Piece.
Yeah, but also,
A character who got...
yeah.
He got shot, he got all the moisture drained out of him, and got eaten by a banana gator. And survived.
He's Rasputin, got it.
Yep.
Oh, speaking
He
of
is the
booze,
single most annoying character in that show so far. I hate him, and he won't die.
fighting the current body of Walt Disney. But this isn't Kingdom Hearts.
Nope, that's Probably another Summer Square.
Speaking of booze, I was recently offered a job at a brewery. I was hoping it would be in the brewing section, but they're like, oh, we need you in the kitchen. So, Star's entire office wanted to check out the brewery, and I wasn't sure if I was going to take the job. So it's like, you know what, I'll come with. Let's go to this brewery and see what the atmosphere's like. Now, when one goes to a brewery or a bar, there is a very, very simple thing. It's a very simple relationship. Mm-hmm. I want beer. You have beer. You want money. I have money. It's a very simple process. I give you money. You give me beer. It should not be complicated. So we go to this brewery, it's just opened, and it's clearly trying to be like the hippest thing ever.
Yeah.
Basically, the process is, oh, come on in, you go find table. You get table. You want beer? Oh, they don't have waitstaff coming around asking if you want beer. You have to get up, go back to the front, show the front desk a credit card, and they give you this little card with the word like pour on it.
Yep.
Which may or may not work. It may take them multiple tries to make it work.
Yep.
You then have to take this card yourself to the taps, scan it, hope to God it scans, grab a glass, put it under the tap, pick your beer, and pour it your fucking self. And then, if you want food, you go to your table. You get out the smartphone that you most assuredly have. You scan a QR code. From there, it takes you to a website that may or may not work.
Can I go on a quick tangent?
Yep.
There's no such thing as a quick tangent. The QR code thing will always and forever be stupid.
Oh, this
Give me a menu.
This is even worse. This is even fucking worse.
Please continue so I may fill up with rage.
You scan the QR code, it pulls up a menu. It's not just the menu though, you have to use that website to order. There's no human interaction. You have to like...
Oh my god.
You click buttons and it's like, okay, send order, and hope it sends. And my order went in.
Yeah.
Because I ordered me food, I ordered Star food, and I ordered Star a soda because she doesn't drink beer.
And I'm designated driver.
And she's designated driver. So, we're waiting for the food. First they bring out Star's soda, which was mediocre.
Yeah, it was actually pretty, like, flat.
How do you fuck that up? How? And then...
Fuck up soda.
And then they bring out my food. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, Stars must be coming to follow. So we wait. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. Eventually, I'm like, something must be wrong because people at the other table are getting their food and they ordered way after me. They were waiting for me to order to see how it worked. So I have to run across the fucking brewery and grab one of the food runners and be like, excuse me, I ordered 2 pizzas and a soda and I only got one of the pizzas. Could you go check? Oh, you probably didn't order it properly. Nah, let me show you my tab that's here on my phone. Oh, let me take care of that for you. So they have no warm bodies that are actually there checking to see, like, is everything right with your meal? You have to chase the people fucking down to do this.
Yep.
Everything about this sounds painful.
Yeah.
Like, everyone we were with, granted, pretty much all of them were older, were like, I fucking hate this. So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm probably not taking that job.
No.
Because if it's bad in the front of the house, it's worse in the back of the house.
Yeah. if there's one thing I've learned from doing food service, it's that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, even before I went in for the proper job interview, like when they called me back for it, they're like, "Oh, do you want to start today?" And I'm like, I should probably see the fucking place first, or like talk to somebody. That's a little worrying, frankly.
At least with my other two jobs, they were like, "Okay, you're gonna start a couple days from now." Like with my first job, they gave me like a couple days training before I actually like started doing stuff. For my second job, I already kind of knew how it worked because, no offense, but most kitchens do run the same way. But see, since I had been going to aforementioned second job for the last 4 years of my life, I kind of knew how it worked.
Yeah.
Like before I even got a job there, I knew how it worked.
And that's useful.
Yeah.
Like the
Plus,
job.
I do learn new stuff every single time.
Yeah, and that's valuable.
And know how to fillet a fish.
And that's not easy. Like, I never got trained that.
Oh, I didn't get trained. I just watched the guy fillet a fish and kind of figured it out from there.
That still counts as training. Not good.
Yeah.
Not great training, but it's training.
Yeah. I was at my first job. Like, but that was like 3 days before I quit that job, so I was like, fuck it. What are they gonna do? Fire me? If they fire me, they gotta give me severance pay, so shrug. Might as well just fuck around, do what I want.
Of course you cooked 6 steaks and nothing else. Yeah,
that sounds like a great time.
I'm surprised you have the steaks, because I remember you were keeping beef in the house for a long time, just for reasons that we're not going to get into.
Yeah.
What cut is it? What cut of beef is it? Little known fact, I really like steak.
It's one of those things I don't actually eat often. Oh, you had to prep some blood pressure meds. It's a cheap-ass Walmart sirloin, okay.
Okay.
That tracks.
We've got some pork chops I need to do stuff with and the drumsticks.
Yeah.
This week played merry hell with my meal planning, just because, like, one night I was sick, one night Ben's had a special we really wanted to try.
Yep.
One night, we had the pizza just because it's like, oh shit, we have to do the LP.
Yeah, we just did like a frozen pizza. And then Thursday was when he had his interview, so we just had like...
Frozen pizza isn't the best, in my opinion.
Yeah. And then Thursday we had leftover strawberry shortcake from Father's Day because...
We needed to get rid of it.
And plus you had like the 2 job interviews that day.
Yep.
And then Friday we went out to that awful brewery.
God, is that you?
Hi, God. It's Jesus' death army!
Hey, you thing. Need a ride?
Don't get cute. Right, let's move it.
I'd like to move it. God damn it. Jesus,
that is 100% like her brother or something.
It's Sid, isn't it?
It is one of Sid's lackeys, I think.
Okay. The Book of Appalachia. Jesus was known for his neon stormtroopers. Yeah, that would be the Book of Appalachia. We technically live on, like, the tail end of the Appalachian Ridge.
It looks like, that guy from Yakuza, except with glasses and a less defined jawline.
I need to play the Yakuza games.
I think you would enjoy them, honestly.
I mean, I loved Shenmue, and Yakuza is similar.
It's a fighting game with weird-ass characters. Including this one guy with an eye patch who follows you around. And is rather annoying, but funny annoying.
Meanwhile... Welcome to Nautilus, the city of dreams.
Aren't you glad you're on board the Nautilus? God, that kid version of 20,000 Leagues.
So who's ready for Carnival?
Seasick?
No, I'm fine.
I was just pooping since you asked.
She might have been farting for all we know.
And I have pretzels now.
Nice. Instrument of Shame is the achievement we got for that.
And Saz still doesn't know that Vanille is the reason his son the way he is.
Yep. He doesn't know she's a Lassie.
I mean, he does know she's a Lassie, just not.
Just that she was a Lassie before he met her.
Yeah. Hope we don't get separated.
This weirdly reminds me of the casino in Newburgh, which is a shitty casino.
That is most casinos.
Yeah.
It's all slot machines, nothing else.
That's all online stuff.
The sea panic must still seem like a world away.
It's the mall from Space Quest 4.
Looks like they're putting Eidolons on parade. Starting soon. What do you say? Let's go check it out.
Sure. Huh?
Saz, you are such a dad.
Breaking news update. The Lassie who surfaced in Palapolum and attacked the city's citizens are still on the run from authorities. Sanctum soldiers are tracking their location, but have yet to engage the fugitives. The presence of hostages has...
You're the ice
Take care,
lesbian.
Courage.
Later, Courage.
Bye, Courage.
It's her.
Yep. Looks like the army finally found him.
Hostages. They should just blow them away with the Lassie.
They're all infected by pulse or something by now anyway.
The parade's
Racism at its finest.
on. Let's go.
Yep.
So, one of my favorite...
Did you see that everything just unloaded before the screen faded to black?
Yep.
Yep.
So there's an author, Christopher Moore, and one of his many novels is Lamb, the Gospel According to Biff, Christ's Childhood Pal.
Everybody's fine. Right?
Basically, the premise of it is Jesus' BFF has been resurrected from the dead to write his own gospel and talk about Jesus' life. But part of this involves Jesus learning Kung Fu. But at one point, they go to India to learn Hinduism and learn about the caste system there. And whenever Jesus learns about the Untouchables and they mention Untouchables, Jesus can't help himself.
The Sanctum Parade.
Look, Josh, that's untouchable.
War between
Touch.
He just poked my forehead.
Hey, look, a peacock.
The show is starting. Look.
This will either make you very happy or very angry. He grabs his drink.
Okay, so we have CDs, and that it.
It's party time, little lady.
What the fuck?
There's Carbuncle.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Wait for it.
What the fuck?
What? The.
What is happening?
It's a parade.
Are these about to turn into Leviathan? Because it's water. I don't recall Leviathan being a host of lesbians.
Is it Ifrit? Ifrit?
Now they're on fire.
Hi, Ifrit!
I knew it.
Why does he have a tiny clown on his head?
Why is he a clown? man, I sure do love watching this at 5 frames a second.
With trusty blade and Falsi's aid, I will defeat
Ramu, what are you doing here?
Tobacco! You dare oppose me!
Why a clown?
Maybe they were trying to channel their inner Kefka?
Maybe they're trying to make the Lassie look absolutely ridiculous.
Ragnarok!
Falsi grant me strength!
As I recall, Ragnarok was one of the ones you could get. Is that the
What?
helmet?
No.
Okay.
No,
Oh, that's the fucking bird from 10.
I don't even know what's happening.
Cat drugs.
Yeah, that tracks.
Sometimes I had to wonder, could our deaths have brought back peace?
Could our deaths have brought back pizza?
No, that's in the freezer.
Or down the
Is
street.
that what?
Yeah.
Is that what Jesus died for?
Where to next, little lady?
Why did you say it like that?
Just keep on smiling.
I know.
The bathroom.
Wondless park day. With Sags.
You're a little old
But
for
should we
me.
really be playing around?
Forget about that heavy stuff for a while. And maybe this will just fade away.
That's not even close to how that works.
Great. Let's roll.
Saz is still my favorite. Unfortunately, that's a very low bar.
Agreed. Why was Frida clown? Like, that's just gonna be the thing I'm gonna be thinking about for a while.
So this is the city of dreams?
He was plot important in FF8, sort of. And now he's a clown.
I don't need one bad enough to wake up.
Honk, honk.
Oh, look at all the cute carbuncle dolls.
I'll give them that. They are cute, but why?
I mean, Carbuncle's always been one of the cuter summons.
Yeah, it's basically just like a little blue fox.
The only carbuncle I have experience from is from, what's that game called? Puzzles Dungeon. Hold on. I probably won't be like the Thundercats game again. This game I know exists because I have a copy of it.
It's a huge amusement park built by the Sanctum. Bet they never expected to see visitors.
So, is this place special?
I promised Dodge. I was gonna bring him someday. Hope I can at least tell him about it.
You'll get the chance.
Maybe. I do know where they're keeping it.
Can I come with you?
Sure. More the merrier. What about you? You
One
got
of
someone
these.
special?
No, it's not Monster Hunter. It's not Monster Hunter Stories, but I do have that game on my DS.
Huh.
I should have. Like, I got Monster Hunter Stories 2 days before the eShop closed.
Nice.
Hey, I'm kidding. I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, I'm just fine. Thank you.
It's not a Monster Hunter game.
I wanted to tell him.
This game definitely exists.
But I couldn't. Not until the
Nintendo, don't gaslight me. Please. I had enough of this last week.
And this is how Nintendo gaslit us.
Oh no, I forgot to buy. Writing the note.
Forgot to buy what?
Also, look, we don't know where we are, but we found sheep.
Ooh, they're so
Well,
Oh,
this is.
Puzzle and it's Puzzle and Dragon Z.
Huh.
Okay.
It's honestly one of my favorite games for the 3DS, and it has a carbuncle in it.
Huh.
Was it?
Granted,
Is it a Square
Sorry.
game or?
nope.
Huh.
It is a I'm pretty sure it's a standalone. Hold on. Puzzle Dragon. See. Let's see. Gung Ho Online Entertainment.
Interesting.
Oh, are those the same people
was,
that did Grandia?
That's Game Arts.
Oh.
Although I don't know who...
Puzzle and Dragons was originally a mobile game.
Okay.
But it got ported to 3DS, packaged alongside a version based on Mario.
Okay.
So it was like a 2-in-1 game.
Chocobo.
And it's a really fun game. And it has a decent story. And I can't finish the game because it gets really, really hard. Chocobos!
Somebody's excited.
But like, the thing is, once you finish the game, there's a whole post-game that's really unnecessarily hard.
So, there's a series of games we're talking about doing with Surratt eventually. It's Mega Man Battle Network. We don't know when we're getting to those. But it's something we've been talking about for a long time. The main reason we want Surratt to headline those is because I've only played one of those games, and it's the sort of game I can already tell you he'd be better at than me. But the one I've played is Battle Network 3, which is considered one of the best of the Battle Network games. It is also notorious because it has the main game, and then it has the post-game, which not only includes important plot points, but is longer than the main game.
How do you feel about hide and seek?
Oh joy.
Oh joy.
A game I'm very good at.
Oh my god, it's like the J-pop version of the Chocobo theme. Chocobud.
So many Chocobud.
Chocobud.
Shep.
So many Shep.
Chocobud. Chocobos, they are yellower than a banana.
They are.
Banana.
Also, I guess they sell Chocobo beer, too.
Choco beer.
Choco beer.
I wonder what that would taste like.
Friggin' birds.
So it would taste like chicken, got it.
Choco Bath!
Well, at least we know what the cereal would be called.
Choco Bites?
Choco Puffs.
I'm cuckoo for Choco Puffs.
Or Choo Choo for Choco Puffs?
A train?
Maybe.
Also,
you have an excuse to have Doom Train in the commercial.
At least it's not a bus.
Doom Train is genuinely one of my favorite summons in the franchise, just because it's fucking ridiculous. What is it? You summon a train with a skull on the front of it to run over the enemy.
Yeah. I mean, Doom Train is in Final Fantasy XIV.
I think it first shows up in 8, and it's based loosely on a boss from 6.
Yeah, according to this, shows up in 8, also appears in 14, with a lot more tentacles in 14. That is a lot of tentacles.
Oh god, the Chocobo's joined a gang!
Always good
It's
to
gonna
be
start
with
selling crack on the streets.
The fun times are doubled, and your worries feel far away.
Are those... Is that fur or is it feathers?
I think it's feathers.
It's feathers.
It looks like fur.
You're still number one, of course.
Of course.
Daz, where are your eyebrows?
Choco gossip.
Thanks, Video. Now, when I see Dodge, I can tell him about the Chocobos.
Oh, there they are.
He's being held by the military.
Psychon, you mean?
Yeah,
That one's trying to eat her ponytails.
they're running tests.
That is how most horses work.
I don't have pigtails. That's my shoulder.
I'm...
Why are you honking?
I know they execute the seed, but... Hey, they're not total monsters. They'll listen to a final request. They'll have to.
Right.
Before the end, I want to talk
Daz, where's your brain cell?
I want to tell him about these Chocobos. I want to tell him about
Daz,
everything I've seen.
use your brain cell.
Listen,
He used to up playing hide and
Not
seek
part of
with
this.
Chuck.
you'll have plenty of time to split before I surrender.
That's not what I meant.
I'm sorry, Vanille. I'm tired of all this running.
I get that.
But you can't. What about Dodge?
Huh?
It's a lessee because of someone from Pulse.
And by someone from Pulse, I mean me.
I know who it is. I know who's responsible for the accident. The accident at Uriday.
Then tell me!
The lessee who ruined your life was...
Lenny!
It was the Chocobo.
Why are you shooting at the Chocobo, you bastard? This is a Choco zone. No guns allowed. Unless there are guns.
Taz has guns.
Yep. The bridge is
Choco,
out.
no.
No place left to run.
You
Taz,
can't-
this is the perfect time to surrender. I don't know why you're fighting.
We surrender, they'll kill us.
That's why.
Ah. You're under arrest for being someone different, Saz.
Oh,
There's
God.
some kind of commentary here.
Yeah, I was about... I remember an old coworker of mine getting a ticket at one point. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, it kind of sounded like BS, and like they described what was going on. And I'm like, yeah, it sounded like you got arrested. You got a DWB. A what? Driving while brown.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you're right.
Don't give up.
It was basically a ticket for going like 36 and a 35, which, yeah, technically that's ticketable, but you're kind of a douche of a cop if you do that.
The tentacle stick.
Actually, you guys could probably benefit from some upgrades.
Now we can go even further beyond.
We can go beyond LSC, wait.
This is a level of l'Cie beyond an ascended l'Cie.
Oh, this, l'Cie, God l'Cie, Ultra Maximum.
This was one of Kaiser's favorite lines in Abridged, I think, about, I will achieve a level beyond Super Saiyan! Like, what? A Mega Saiyan? An Ultra Saiyan? You're mocking me. Maximum Over Saiyan! Why do you keep antagonizing him? You know he can kill you, right? It's a game. If he kills me, I win. And he knows that.
That's the best kind of friendship. That is a tall robot.
That is a tall robot.
It still wasn't like when we were fighting the blimp.
Tien is hilariously douchey to everybody in Abridged, but in the best possible way.
Yeah.
I'll watch the original Dragon Ball, and then follow it with Abridged.
That honestly is the way to do it. You'll appreciate things in Abridged more if you see original. Now, granted, Abridged only goes up through the Cell Saga. They were going to do Boo, and they were like, we can't.
Yeah. I'm assuming it was a mixture of...
How many versions of Boo are there? Aren't there like 5?
There are a lot.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're counting as separate versions, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a mixture of they ran out of steam, not sure how to make it funny, and two, because they're getting more work by Funimation, and a lot of people from the actual Funimation don't like DBZ Abridged. They probably just stopped partly for that, too.
Like, they were on record...
If you don't stop, you'll get sued.
And, like, they said, like, for all of the other arcs that they did, basically it was a labor of love, because, like, as much as there's things wrong with those arcs, they enjoy the show. The Boo arc, none of them enjoy, and they're like, every joke we're making is just coming out hateful. This isn't fun for us, that means it's not gonna be fun for you guys.
Yeah, that was probably the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's kind of our policy for streams and LPs, with like 1 or 2 notable exceptions.
Yeah.
One of them is Summer of Square Later!
Balin?
Yep.
God. Again, I feel like when I'm advertising that series, I'm going to just have to issue an apology. Because I am so angry for a good chunk of that LP.
I still know nothing about this game.
There's a lot to unpack with Balin, which, if you watch the LP, you'll see, but,
Yep. Which doesn't come out, I think, until July 12th or 21st, one of those days.
I think it was 21st.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I see people who are like, oh, I love Balin, it's such a work of genius, and I'm like, ooh.
Is it really, though?
And
like, I still know next to nothing about Balin. I know the dude has a hat, that's about it. Or he is the hat?
I'm
still
still
a little
hat.
confused on that.
He has a hat.
Yeah, the unfortunate
He's
thing
like
is...
Cappy from Mario Odyssey, but substantially worse.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing about Balin is that, well, it doesn't actually tell you what the plot's going on. You have to get that from supplemental material.
Yeah. Again, there's a lot to unpack in the LP. Like, the discussion of the game is fascinating. The post-mortem is gonna be... is honestly the most interesting part of the LP, probably.
Is that the part where you learn all the lore?
It's the part where I talk about, like, now that we're done, what did I think about this game?
I mean, people will probably get entertainment out of seeing us dance.
Yeah.
Because there's random dance sequences and musical numbers in there.
Well, at least that's fun.
And when we say random, we mean random. You go through a level, and it's not even a cutscene, just suddenly, oh, everything in the level is dancing. What the fuck is happening?
Yep.
I mean, granted, Mario does that sometimes.
Not like this, it don't. Trust me. I misread that as Metroid for a sec.
Yep. It's a Metrodroid.
I need to get back to Metroid Dread at some point, but that'll be after Engage and after whatever other games we're going through. We did pre-order Super Mario Wonder.
Yes.
I mean, that game, it looks interesting.
And honestly, I do better with 2D Mario than 3D Mario. Hence why I haven't cracked open my copy of Odyssey yet. Yeah, the Direct was interesting. I mean, granted, I haven't watched the whole thing. I just kind of got the clip notes from everyone afterwards because we were painting that day.
Yep.
But like, I had some guesses for it, the Direct, and I had some hopes for the Direct. I got none of them, but I'm happy with what we got. I'm like, I can live with this. Like, we didn't get Kid Icarus, we didn't get Space Furries, we didn't get F-Zero, but like, Mario RPG Remake? Sure! Pikmin stuff? I'm glad people are getting that. Super Mario Wonder? Damn! I'll take it!
A game that was Peach? Sure, why?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, the only thing that I'm, like, actively annoyed about is... still nothing on Metroid Prime 4.
Do you think they forgot about it?
I think they're hoping we forgot about it. They know we didn't, but they're hoping. Oh god, we're gonna have to fight a clown!
No, we're fighting.
Honk, honk.
That looks like one of the bosses from Metroid Fusion. God, what was the name of that boss? The thing that manipulates gravity.
I have no idea.
I know, it's like, why are you asking us?
It's basically like this big floating bug monster in a gimp suit.
The only thing even remotely Metroid related that I know is Dread. And that's because I watched a playthrough of it.
Dread is awesome. I need to finish it. It's hard. Metroid is one of my favorite things Nintendo's done. It's really cool. But, yeah, like, Dread comes after Fusion. And, like, that's the reason one of the reasons Dread caught everybody flat-footed. One, because they were like, oh, we're releasing this in, like, a month. And two, because, like, Fusion came out in 2003, and, like, they mentioned they were working on a sequel to Fusion back in, like, 2004. Everyone assumed that, like, okay, they must have stopped working on that. Like, clearly they're not advancing the timeline anymore, even though Fusion kind of ended on a slight cliffhanger. And then, like, that direct happened, and it's like, oh, by the... Like, I see something that's like, oh, Metroid stuff. It must be Prime 4. Wait, this isn't Prime. This is a 2D... Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's on fucking fire.
Everything is on fire.
I should send you an LP of Dwarf Fortress, just so somebody else gets that reference when I say it. Welcome to fucking Boat Murdered. I hope you like my asthma.
I'm ready for anything.
No, you're not.
It's gonna sting.
Are you ready for the Beast of Craggy Island? I hear it has magnets in its tail, so if you're made of metal, you're really in trouble. And it has 2 sets of ears, 2 regular ears and 2 sort of backup ears. And instead of having a mouth, it has 4 arses!
How does it eat?
Very carefully.
If I had Father's Head on DVD, that would absolutely be a movie night in the server.
I appreciate it. I owe ya. This is gonna sting. I appreciate it.
Says, why do you look so cool when you're shooting things?
Because he is.
It's wildly impractical, but yes, it looks cool.
Yep.
This is gonna sting. Yeah. This is gonna sting.
This is getting to the point where this fight is feeling a little bit like busy work.
To be fair, I'm not the best leveled up. That might be part of it.
Okay.
Like, if I was focusing more on, like, updating things and grinding more, this would be piss easy.
Okay.
But it's more just,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just doing it, and it's going slowly. Also, I'm being somewhat cautious.
Okay. Kinda like Surratt in the Octopath LP.
Yeah.
His strategy and mine are way different. He's like, okay, I'm gonna set this up and be very careful here. I'm like, I'm going to hit this thing really hard once and hope it dies.
That is my strategy for most games. Hit something hard, fast, and pray.
To be fair, for most of the game, it worked reasonably well for me. It's like, okay, set up multiple absurd damage hits, and okay, we took out a couple of the last chapter bosses in like 2 turns. This is great.
This is gonna sting. How about this?
There's stuff we haven't gotten to in that LP series that I'm really looking forward to.
You know, can you stop moaning for like 5 seconds?
Nope.
I can't help it. I brought my love sense with me. If Star was drinking right now, it would be coming out of her nose.
And this is why the stream got age restricted.
ya.
Yeah, something about the combat system of this reminds me of what little I've played of Xenoblade, which further leads me to believe that, like, when we're doing Xenoblade, you should be behind the driver's seat on Xenoblade.
I mean, I'm surprised I'm not manning the Fire Emblem Engage, considering strategy games are not my forte.
You've been doing fine at it, honestly. Granted, the few rounds I've played, so have I, but... And we also have it set on easy mode because we baby.
Also, it's just like, I don't want my characters to permanently die, thank you.
I know that's a big part of the Fire Emblem experience, but...
Permanent death is never fun.
I owe ya.
Like, it's a cool challenge thing, but we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, I'd like to keep my my heavy hitters.
This is gonna sting. I'm ready for anything.
Are you sure? Like, you can... And I'm like, no, you're not, Saz. You're really not.
Are you ready for the Howler Leeches?
Probably not.
Nobody's ready for the Howler Leeches.
And nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Again, with the moaning, Vanille.
Dodge, why are you here?
Because you promised.
But how did you...
Saz, are you hallucinating?
No, the kid's actually here. And
Well, that's good.
Now he completed his focus.
His focus was finding his dad.
Wait!
That's not good.
Also interesting different ways
Oh, hi, Carl.
that the Pulse and Sanctum
Oh.
Fallacy turn into Crystal.
Hi, Becca.
Hey, Becca.
I didn't know Carl was in this game.
Yep.
Oh, that reminds me of Torrens Passage.
Yeah, the Sanctum Fallacy, when they complete their focus, just look like they're frozen in ice.
Desirables. It seems that was your son's focus.
Seriously, that looks like Carl, although Carl has short hair now.
Yeah.
Process. You should be
Another book ceremony? Oh, kinda more of he completed his task and now he's eternally frozen until he gets reawakened, if he gets reawakened.
Yeah.
The data he provided on enemy sea was invaluable. And speaking of gratitude,
Yeah, that does look like Carl.
we enhanced the surveillance footage from the energy plant. Those are the pulseless sea behind what happened. Close to a cocoon fell sea. The picture's a little grainy, but I'm sure you recognize that one.
No piss
We've
lords.
spent so much time together.
Yeah, no piss lords for me to kick.
What's our focus even matter?
Becca is referencing a sort of RPG a campaign that both me and Becca were in.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a character that I lovingly refer to as Piss Lord.
We are enemies of cocoon.
Someone who I
think
repeatedly
Percy's gonna have a
tried
new
to-
nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Piss Lord is a character I wanted to kill, but due to the laws of everything, I'm not allowed to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of my characters has a cousin who causes problems for us. His name is Percy. He's a git.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're gonna nickname him the Piss Lord.
Oh, I absolutely will.
Let me heal.
Again, Carl, I'm pretty sure, has shorter hair now, but...
Yeah, I think she cut it.
Because it was really
Yeah.
long for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That young lady's terrorist assault at Verde Gorge is the reason Dodge was made on the scene. Ironic, isn't it?
Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hold. Shall we finish the job?
If I had a nickel for every time we streamed a game where Carl ended up being one of the bad guys, I'd have 2 nickels.
Yep.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Hey, Layla.
We're getting it. We found
Hi,
Carl.
Layla. Carl is evil.
Yep. Just like in Bloodstained.
Just like in Bloodstained. Carl, if you watch this, you know we love you.
Yep. Kikwa's adorable.
Yes.
Kiko is baby.
I really wish I could have been there for that session. Unfortunately, I have a terrible memory sometimes. I can definitely be there for... If there's another session, I can be there for that.
Yeah, I think the next one's not until July.
Yeah. It's sometime after Griffin gets back.
Yeah.
7-person party.
What was waiting?
What happened in the last session? Well, have you ever seen Alien?
Yes, actually I have.
That is what happened.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh.
we were
Who
dealt
got birthed out of what?
basically, the Smalls were sent to a swamp to deal with some kind of pest that was harassing the local fishermen. Turns out it was a Hydra.
Coward and a killer.
That is not a pest.
So we ended up having to fight this thing, and we ended up basically winning by Yuki taking a magic bean and shoving it down his throat, which summoned a bullet to come launching out of the Hydra,
Living with guilt.
killing it on blast, and then the bullet drowned in the swamp water.
The bullet drowned?
The
What?
bullet is a type of monster.
Yeah, it's basically
Oh.
like a land shark, it's that kind of thing.
Yep.
I heard the word bullet and was like, ah yes, bullets do work against most things.
Someday I will get the damn mummy lord from those damn beans. Erba Devanil.
I hope you get the mummy lord, honestly. Because that's like the one thing I know about those beans.
It's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you even? You think you die, and that's that? Hmm? You think you die and everything will be sugar and rainbows?
He has a point.
Then what can I do? What do you want from me? If I can't live
I'm noticing
or
that
die,
the
what do you
overarching
want me to do?
theme of this game is like all about finding forgiveness and trying to move on from having wronged someone, and the idea that revenge is not productive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, revenge is never productive.
It's over. There's nothing to do. Shooting you won't help. Neither will living.
Saz? Hello.
Ifrit Borg.
Actual Ifrit.
Do your worst, you freak.
Actually, that's not Ifrit.
Oh.
It's not over.
What is it?
It has a completely different name, but it basically serves as Ifrit. Also, I think I think that one's female.
Okay, fine. You want me? Come and get me!
Like, I think with one exception, everybody gets, like, the opposite of him. So, Lightning obviously gets Odin, male. Saz and Snow both get females. I think only one other gets,
Brunhilde, okay.
yeah, Brunhilde.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I get that now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Wow, this thing is good at violence.
I cast Violence.
Oh, get serious now.
So the thing about Final Fantasy is very few of the games are actually connected. You can play any Final Fantasy, and in theory, you'll know all you need to know about that specific Final Fantasy game. This game being a train wreck notwithstanding.
Yes.
So, like, if you've never played any of them and you jump in at like 9, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
There are a couple of characters who canonically are the same person across the franchise.
Like Sid, definitely.
Nah, each Cid is a different person, it's just they like the name. But Gilgamesh in most games is canonically the same character because he's hopping dimensions. I think...
That sounds exactly like something Gilgamesh would do.
I think Ultros and Atmos might also canonically be the same monster throughout the universe, and the series definitely loves referencing itself. You get tons of games with characters named Diggs and Wedge, you get Cid, you get Palampolum here, Chocobos are in every game. Saz is a funky dude.
Yep.
Chocobos are the Chocobest.
Chocobos are the Chocobos.
Yes.
Like, a couple of years ago we streamed FF4, last year we did FF9.
Yep.
We're gonna do 5 and 6 eventually, we may do 8 eventually.
Yeah.
This is gonna sting.
Hell, we were considering doing 8 this year.
Yeah.
If you guys do end up doing 8, please invite me, because I want to see the Doom Train.
I have to remember how to unlock the Doom Train. You need some very specific items to get it.
I owe ya.
What's it well, okay, so it's,
You may have pinions.
That's right. Let's do it.
Is it a car?
It's a, what? There stands the glass that covers my fears, that hides all my tears. It's my first day.
That's it. I'm getting a mallet.
Mm. So yeah, he gets a completely new summon, Brunhilde. Ifrit just gets reduced to a clown.
Why?
Ifrit is so cool in most games, and now he's just a clown.
In FF8, he's the he's the tutorial. I'm not joking. In FF8, like, you're at a mercenary academy.
Kids.
And your final exam is you are going to beat up Ifrit and capture him, essentially.
I mean, in harder tasks.
The summons are a big part of the FF8 lore and tie into some of the themes of, like, the idea that, like, war erases childhood. Luckily, my afro is bulletproof.
Yeah, I know, it's like, this would be a nice, emotional, upsetting moment if for the fact that he didn't just get his Eidolon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sephiroth?
Hi, Carl.
That was just Carl again. I think Carl would enjoy being Sephiroth, honestly.
I can tell you for a fact that Carl would enjoy being Sephiroth.
Do be careful with those. For every task, there's a perfect tool.
See, that's the glasses thing. You know how a character can look completely different.
Mm-hmm. Also, you know, the whole dramatic take off the glasses thing.
That's actually a plot point in Gundam Wing. There's a character, Colonel/Lady Un, who, when she has her glasses on and her hair in a bun, she is hard-ass military leader. But when her hair is down and her glasses are off, suddenly she's peace-loving diplomat, because she has, like, dissociative identity disorder for some reason.
The bun is restricting her brain cells.
Gundam Wing's a ride.
The Palamisia, pride of the Sanctum Sky.
The Paramecium?
The Palamisia.
The Paramecium.
Serves as a prison for the Lassie apprehended in Nautilus.
So yeah, Vanille and Saz are being held in that thing.
They're in gay baby jail, got it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the Lindblom.
Which is a reference to 9!
Carl is now officially Sephiroth.
Yeah.
So what's with the freak show?
Did you change Carl's name in the server, or do I need to do that?
No, I can do it. Give me a second.
Execution as the climax. The people will cheer
Sure,
their
what?
demise.
Carl Roth.
Dominion will be undisputed.
All part of the plan.
I'm tempted, like, not that it matters that much, I'm tempted to give her a LanStar role in the server, because she may or may not be my literal distant cousin.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, a while back she sent me some family tree info and I haven't followed up on it, but like I looked at it and I'm like, some of these names sound familiar to me.
Yeah, that's right. Here are your friends. Come and get
It would explain a thing or two, honestly.
If they're daring us to mount a rescue,
Carla Roth.
I'll take that action. All in.
Alrighty, bets are on the table. We leave when you're ready. I'll be standing by.
Thank you, guy who looks like he's been on a desert island for 3 years.
I just make him. Part of me is like, kind of looks like Pip from Hellsing Ultimate.
I'm going to pretend I know who that is.
He's French.
Yes.
But
Oh, that is disgusting. Why would you do that?
My sole experience of Hellsing is Hellsing Abridged.
Yep.
And to be fair, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Who are we? The necessary evil. And why are we necessary? To purge the world of evil worse than men. And why are we? God's chosen few, ordained with this unholy task? Because no one else will. And because it's fucking fun? Amen!
I don't care how many lackeys they've got. Bring them on.
Violence is...
Vanille's in there.
I'm not going to say violence is fun, because I refuse to promote violence, but... Violence begets violence.
Yeah, I'm terrified. But I'll be okay.
You're terrified, but it'll be okay.
This guy. And Fang,
Motto of the story.
we're all in this mess.
I have you three idiots who got me into this.
Right. Enough with the bonding. It's go time.
We're not a bondage kind of crowd. Wait, what?
What do you mean?
Yes, you are. Don't lie to us.
These are Nomura costumes. There was definitely bondage involved.
Not
Don't
as
be
much
bondage toads.
Not as much in Final Fantasy X, where the Black Mage's outfit is nothing but belts.
It is, yeah. That is like Memorial Wet Dream right there.
Yes.
Hold on. Now I have to look this up.
Yeah, her name is Lulu.
Yep.
Black Mage Lulu.
We found the Pope.
Yep.
Carl, are you about to kill the Pope?
No, she works for the Pope.
No, yeah. Wow, that is far too many belts.
Yeah.
That is wildly impractical.
Mm-hmm.
What's the hold-up?
Stand by.
And she does stuff like jump out of airships and such while wearing that dress.
That is wildly impractical.
How does that outfit even work? It works because Nomura. Listen, if I say his name enough, it'll eventually make sense.
Nomura suddenly appears in chat.
Well, you see?
So you see, I like belts because Kinky Bondage Toad.
Kinky Bondage Toad was one of my... Like, the build-up to that was, really funny in the Mario RPG LP.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, are you excited for the Super Mario RPG remake?
I am.
Or remaster?
I am, and it looks, just judging from some of the stuff in the one trailer we've gotten, they changed the mechanics of some of the weapons, which is interesting. And it looks like there might be, like, some additional content, which I'm like, fuck yeah! I already loved the game!
Yeah. Plus, I just like how small and round Mario looks.
Yeah. Like, Mario RPG is genuinely one of my favorite games ever.
Now we get to watch Mario attempt to punch a child in HD.
Yes, we do!
Yep, and also like Layla said, Kinky Bondage Toad is going to be relevant again.
Yep.
Will there be an LP of it, is the real question.
That's a question. We still have to figure out how to use the capture card.
Yeah, we had my Switch, we have the capture card, it's just a matter of getting them to talk to each other.
Yep.
From what I've seen, if you can get your Switch to connect to, like, a computer monitor, you're basically set.
Okay.
But that's just from what I've heard, because I thought about, like, somehow streaming my Switch games to my friends, but that would require, like, hooking it up to my TV, and then hooking that up to a computer monitor, and that sounds like a lot of work. But I'm pretty sure it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have done it. It's just a matter of us figuring it out.
I believe in you guys. Also, I want to watch Mario attempt to punch a child in HD.
Granted, we have a bunch of LPs that are, like, in planning, and it's just a matter of figuring out which ones we're doing when and why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Several of which we want Layla along for.
Yep.
So where to?
And I am almost always available.
Okay.
I say almost always because I might be starting going to school coming in the fall, but, like, not full-time school, like community college, but
Yeah,
That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
that may restrict my availability significantly
Yeah.
because I would have to balance my job and school.
And that's always a challenge.
Yeah, Lantern knows firsthand.
Yeah. I did tell my boss straight up, like, if I cannot do a schoolwork balance, I will be quitting. I just said that to him and he was like, okay. And he told me that was a good idea, honestly.
Yeah.
He's like, he said to me, you're young. You should not be doing this for the rest of your life. That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah, when I was working on my degree, because I was working full-time while trying to get my degree, my mom kept being like, oh, you should take more classes. I'm like, there is zero time for... Here are when the classes are available. Here's when I work. I'm already cutting into, like... I'm cutting it really close to still being able to have, like, health insurance and shit. There is zero. Oh, but you should just talk to your boss. No, Mom, you're not listening. I did talk to them. This is the threshold. But Mom doesn't always get, like...
Anything?
Yeah. They're coming to visit in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
We still don't 100% know the details to that.
Yeah.
Because of course we don't.
Yeah.
Subject them to kinky bondage, Toad.
I mean,
I'm sure that everyone can appreciate kinky bondage, Toad.
I mean, Dad's interested in the trains around here. They're one of the so they're basically going to like 2 concerts up in Massachusetts, which is about 2 hours and change away. And then they're going to a music festival for like 3 or 4 days, which is about an hour away. But they may be staying across the bridge from us, just because it's convenient.
Yeah.
That does sound convenient.
Basically, the place where their music festival is northeast of Scranton, and it's like, oh hey, yeah, we can get there easily enough from here.
Oh yeah.
From there to here, here to there.
Yeah. But yeah. So and like I know they want to visit my cousin and they want to visit my mom's cousin, so it's like there's 8 million things going on in their visit, and I don't know when any of them are because they don't know when any of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that kind of trip, which is kind of how they do trips anymore now, unless they're on like a cruise or something.
Yeah.
Reminds me, there's a couple of restaurants in Jersey that First we need to figure out, like, where our train can get us precisely. I know it's a lot of places, it's just a matter of figuring it out.
Yep.
But, a couple of restaurants in Jersey we need to check out. If they are anywhere near you, we'd be game to treating you to a meal.
Yep.
Let's go, free food. My favorite kind of food.
Like, I know, we were recommended to check out the Rutherford Mall, and,
Yeah.
and there were, 3 or 4 restaurants down in Hackensack we were recommended.
Yep.
I can't really think of any good recommendations near me because, well, honestly, there aren't any very good places near me.
Yeah, you said that you don't get a lot of fast food areas where you are.
Nope, because it's technically illegal.
Won't be going back that way.
We'll find another route.
Gotta love capitalism.
See that?
Let's go.
Octopath 2. It's funny, because, the episode of Octopath 2 that just went up is, 50, 51, something like that.
Yep.
We're up to, 130 recorded.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
Yeah. There's still more of the game than Surratt thinks there is.
Yeah. Watch this when he pops into the chat.
Yeah, he pops in and he's like, what did you just say? Because,
Surratt got his internet fixed.
Yeah, he
or
did.
electricity.
Yeah, that got fixed on Wednesday, pretty much. So it was like, yay, we can still record.
Yeah. Granted, the rest of his neck of the woods was still messed up, so,
Yeah, so no D&D with him on Tuesday.
Yeah, and also, we didn't do the Mech Warrior LP, which is good because I still haven't cracked open the game yet, and I'm nervous about that. Agnia is great.
Yeah.
Again, it's so hard for me to pick a favorite character, as much as I say, oh, I love Cartesio. God, Agnia is such a great character. I genuinely feel like in Octopath 2, you can pick any of those characters as your favorite, and they're all very easily justifiable. Like, Hikari's story is so cinematic, Agnia is...
Pollyanna.
But done well.
Yeah.
Casti, my god. It doesn't hurt that Agnia gets some really funny moments.
Oh yeah.
But like,
I mean, how many times in her chapter is it usually, I'm going to speak to our manager?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like, I call Partitio my favorite, but like, Casti and Throne are really close, and Agnia is also really close.
Yeah.
Unless something weird happens later this year, Octopath 2 is our game of the year.
Yeah.
Although
they come out with Chocobo, the game.
A different game by Square Enix.
Yeah.
Is giving it a run for its money.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what it is.
Yeah.
But you'll find out soon enough.
Yep.
Is it the
1st October, yeah.
October?
Mm-hmm. Which telegraphs pretty hard what... Well, no it doesn't actually, because there's a couple of Square games I can think of.
That ship's parked here. Maybe we can use it.
Oh my god, we're gonna steal Norwing! We will become the space furry! Damn it!
It's like, what, did you really think we were gonna be piloting something?
Let's get
Yes! I can dream! Damn it!
We can't leave the hallway until 20 hours in.
Always.
Just like I planned it.
Yeah, one of the problems when we find like a really great game and we get all the way through it, we have trouble finding a follow-up to it. And we're like, oh, we still want to. Hope does use a boomerang.
Yep, Hope uses a boomerang.
Yeah, it is a problem.
But like whenever we get through like a
Definitely
really
Hope himself is the problem.
like this happened when we got through Tunic, and it happened with Octopath 2 as well when we got through our personal playthrough. We finish a great game, and we're like, alright, now what do we do? And like we pop in other games, and it's like, this isn't scratching the itch! Damn it!
Yeah.
I mean, the Spooktober one was scratching the itch for a good while, and then we finished it.
God, I was not prepared for how good that game was.
Same.
I really want to know, but I don't want to be spoiled, and it's driving me nuts.
I know a couple people in the server have figured it out, but...
Yeah.
I haven't, because I'm me, but one thing I do know is that a YouTuber I watch is putting out a Mother 3 playthrough.
Ooh.
Which means I can finally experience Mother 3.
It's great.
Yeah.
I know nothing besides the fact that Lucas has a snake. That's about it.
You've managed to stay blind?
I have managed to stay completely blind.
Oh, you are in for a ride, my friend.
Yep.
I know that Lucas is a character, he has a snake, and a dog appears at some point. That is it.
The Mother series is possibly my favorite thing Nintendo ever did.
I've seen Earthbound Origins and obviously Earthbound itself.
I've never actually experienced Origins, and I need to change that. But
Origins is blocky at best.
Thanks.
I know it's a little rough, but like, if I was to pick a Nintendo franchise, not like a video game franchise in general, but a Nintendo franchise to be like, what's the closest to like one
Hey
game?
kid, you wanna know what?
One
Hey kid,
game.
you wanna know what emotional damage feels like?
If I was to pick one game or one series from Nintendo to make you understand Lanter, it's like Earthbound / Mother.
Ironically, we were talking
Yeah,
about
like,
that
I've-
after breakfast.
Yeah.
I've experienced the first two. Might as well get to the last one. It's starting on. I think it's starting tomorrow. Actually, the playthrough.
You are in for a treat.
Like every time I have seen anything Mother 3 related, I have skipped past it.
That's sensible.
Like anything even remotely related to it, I have skipped past. I know nothing.
We have streamed it years ago.
Yep.
It's a great game.
Oh yeah.
It is. There are reasons it hasn't been ported to the West, and I understand them. That doesn't take away from the fact that it is genuinely a great game.
It's one of the. It's actually the first game to actually make me legit cry.
Followed immediately by Rakuen, I assume.
Yeah, that one got me for a longer period, but yeah.
For Rakuen, when we were recording that, we needed to take a half-hour break. And actually, interesting fact about the Rakuen LP, I'm crying once a chapter. You may not be able to tell because I'm an actor, but I was crying once a chapter during that LP. And the thing is,
I really should experience Rakuen.
I was not
one of mine and Becca's friends just experienced To the Moon.
Thanks.
Rakuen is like going through To the Moon multiple times in a row.
Oh, sounds painful. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, considering we did the Imposter Factory LP.
That when they make another game in that series, I am so down for being there.
Cool.
Because god damn it, that game made me cry, and I hate admitting that, but it did.
Rakuen is going to hit hard.
Yeah.
And like, actually, with that LP, we were going to LP it. We had the date picked. We were gonna start recording. Real life shit happened, which I was talking to Store about, and so like she knew this was going on, and like the real life shit happened, and she's like, "Do you want to not do Rakuen for a while?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do not want to do Rakuen for a while," because Star was going in blind mostly.
Yeah.
And I was not. I'd played through the game before. She just knew, like, the game gets heavy, and she's like, something tells me we should... So we ended up putting it off for a year.
The only thing I really know about Rakuen is that the character has a paper hat. That's the extent of my knowledge. That, and it's sad.
I made the same sort of hat for Oreo.
I'm amazed it survived the trip.
Frankly, so am I. I've been thinking all this time, like, I'm gonna need to make a new one.
Saz, what did you just shoot?
The air.
Why can't I do it?
Because you... You have Chuck. That's enough of a reason.
Freeze! Take up!
Carl in
Kinky
Dom
bondage.
Mommy mode.
Kinky bondage, Carl.
Kinky bondage Carl.
I would add that to her name in the server, but no.
Your son's a hero. The boy who saved Cocoon. We'll
Kill that
set a
one.
memorial in Eden and put his crystal on display.
Not gonna make a joke. Not gonna make a joke.
Make the joke, Lantern.
I'm not gonna make the joke, damn it.
I am every single one of your bad impulses.
No, you really aren't. Trust me.
Well, I'm at least your bad joke impulse.
The next time your eyes open will be the last.
So yeah, that's why he was unconscious. Or it wasn't that he, shot himself. It was because Carl hit the sweet spot and knocked him out.
Carl used kinky bondage Carl powers.
Yep.
Pressure points.
Yep.
That's my life. I'm the one who lied to everyone.
Forget it. You can't change what's done.
But if I just told the truth.
Now. I've been thinking. You woke up from being a crystal once.
Actually, it's Saz's little bird. It was supposed to be a gift for his son. It's a baby chocobo.
Chocobocobo, who I am Chuck, because the game does not name the Chocobo.
Not until in the sequels.
So for right now, the Chocobo is named Chuck because I really like the name Chuck. Don't ask me why.
We'll finally be getting Chuck the plant back.
Yeah, that's one of the things my parents are bringing.
Let's go! The return of the legend!
Yeah, they're bringing Chuck the plant. I'm giving them beer.
Copious amounts of beer.
Mm-hmm. 2 64-ounce growlers that I got from not the crappy brewery.
Yeah, the one down the street, which is awesome.
Yeah, the one we like because they keep it simple. Oh, hey, I can sit down and talk to a person, and I ask them for beer, and they bring me my beer.
Yes.
What a novel idea!
Yes.
If only other places did that. Cough, cough.
Yeah.
I was gonna joke about her being brought back naked, and the game made it for me.
Yep.
That tends to happen. This is a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the gods saw fit to give her a magical girl transformation, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, here's Sailor Moon for you. I mean, to be fair, Sailor Moon does have pigtails. Very long ones, but...
Vanille is Sailor Moon? Where's Luna?
Fang
Oh,
is a sniper.
there she is. Fang is Luna.
I've never watched Sailor Moon. We had the conversation with Layla, that's right. Because she ended up quoting it later.
She'd forgotten everything. And for me, just the thought of hurting people again. It was too much. So I lied. I played dumb. Said I'd lost my memory. I wanted to escape my fate as in the sea.
Haha, that's not how life works.
I've been running away from it.
Works for Doctor Who.
This is true. I mean, he did get some of his memories eaten by the giant living sun thing.
Mm-hmm. I love the song in that episode, and that speech is amazing.
It is a great speech.
You thought they'd run? Let me refresh your memory. Those soldiers think they're protecting Cocoon from the sea. The fal'C have them all brainwashed.
fal'C. I have had it.
11 did have some good speeches. 12 had some amazing speeches as well. Peter Capaldi, the only Oscar-winning doctor, technically. Granted, he didn't win that Oscar for acting, he won it for directing and writing Best Short Film in, like, 96.
He won it for being a cool guy.
I did actually see the short film that he won the Oscar for. It's brilliant, it's also hilarious.
And Louis Capaldi is his cousin.
And he used to drop acid with Craig Ferguson!
I mean, like, Peter Capaldi did appear in one of Louis Capaldi's music videos.
Huh.
That was a thing that happened.
Yeah, Peter Capaldi and Craig Ferguson, when they were young, were in a punk band together.
That makes a weird amount of sense.
Like, long before Capaldi became the Doctor, he was in a show, The Thick of It, I think it was. I can't remember if that was the show or the spin-off movie, but he came to the US to promote the movie from it, and he was on The Late Show with Craig Ferguson. And instead of them promoting the movie, it ended up just being them just talking about how crazy their lives are. Like, do you remember that time we dropped acid? Oh yeah. Did you ever think that maybe we're still dripping? Every day, man. Do you have that thing? Do you have that thing happen where, like, you get holes in your socks, but only in one specific spot, where it's like, yeah, like you have one razor sharp toenail.
Someone is setting off fireworks.
Not here for once.
Yeah, by me. I don't know who it is.
Is that a train, or did somebody have their bass cranked up?
Could have been either.
Yeah.
Watch, it was the party bus.
Damn it!
What is the party bus?
We don't know! Is the thing!
Yeah, it's just like a few times we just see this random ass, like, decked out bus playing huge ass party music, and there's something written on the side, but it always goes by too fast for us to read it.
Yeah, it's clearly advertising a location. We don't know what it is, because we never see it in time. We just hear the music, and I, like, leap down the stairs, and I'm like, Party bus, what are you? No! Well, we
can't Google it, we don't know what it is!
Yeah, we don't have enough information to Google it. The bus is relevant again, yes.
Bus is in fact relevant again.
Surratt was so angry about that in the soup. So, in the Mario RPG LP, there were several things I deliberately, like, and, like, I telegraphed them hard, but, like, that I was like, I'm gonna troll Surratt with this. The bus wasn't what I was deliberately planning to do.
Yeah.
Like, we got to the part with the Axum Rangers, and I was just like, you know, it'll be really funny if I get him excited for an airship and he's disappointed. I did not realize how angry he was going to be at the bus. Like, I'm not sure if the party bus was like some sort of school thing or a theme park thing or what.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is that
Let's get this over
my phone is at like 24%. I started the stream at like 84. I might need a new phone.
Yeah, I'm probably due for one too. Mine dies a lot pretty easily too.
I mean, I remember when I got my phone that I currently have. Like, for a while, it's like, the phone can last like 4 days on a charge.
Yep.
And then I got the Burger King app.
That's one app on my phone that shall remain nameless. But this app is, if the second you go on it, it actively starts draining battery. Like, this is like a known thing by the developers of the app, and they can't do anything about it. Like, they didn't want it to happen, it just kind of did.
We actually have a Burger King right down the street from the apartment. Like, I can... Like, every time I pick something up from the pharmacy, it's like, oh, there's Burger King.
Yep.
And so occasionally we'll get stuff from there, and they send us inspirational messages.
Yep.
They're like, hey, you rule. And I'm like, thank you, Burger King, I needed that today.
I haven't had Burger King since... Fun story, I once got a bone in my chicken nuggets from Burger King.
So I'm not a huge fan of chicken nuggets. If I want...
I love chicken nuggets.
I want my chicken to actually fucking be chicken. But it's fascinating to me. Cause like, I remember growing up, it's like, oh, once you get to a certain age, you don't order the chicken nuggets from the fast food place, because that's for the kiddos. The chicken nuggets are for the baby kiddos.
That is not at all how it works. I've been eating chicken nuggets for years.
But, like, it's fascinating to me how much the culture has changed, and now, like, everyone I know is like, I need my chicken nuggies. And, like, okay.
I need my chicken nuggies.
I mean, you say that, and that was predominantly what I always got from McDonald's when I was still living with my parents.
Yeah. Her first hamburgers were with me, in fact.
Yep.
How were they?
Not bad.
Because, let's see, you had the Quarter Pounder, you've had Burger King burgers, you've had Wendy's burgers.
Yep.
You had Five Guys.
Yep.
You had...
Five Guys is... Well,
Thanks.
It's been a long time since I had Five Guys, and so, like, when we went, I'm like, this is much smaller than I remember, and also it's pricier.
Yeah.
So, like, if we... I like Five Guys, but if we never go to Five Guys again, I'll be fine with that. When did we start calling them Nuggies and why? That is something else I want to know.
the internet happened.
Yeah, thus far, I think the big winners for us have thus far been Wendy's and Burger King.
Yeah, in terms of fast food. Although we did like White Castle.
Yeah.
White Castle is... You either got really good food or really bad food.
After we went the one time, I sent a message to one of my cousins down in Point Pleasant that, like, and I sent him the pictures too. I was like, we went to White Castle, and he's like, oh, you ate your rat meat, I see. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you're from Jersey. I wasn't expecting you to say that. And he's like, I get the chicken rings from there. And I'm like, the fuck is a chicken ring? And I look up a chicken ring, and I'm like, why would you eat this? Oh, okay, take care, Layla.
Bye, Layla. Jersey.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 We are doing reasonably well.
Yes.
Who are we helloing? Oh.
Is Mothman in Point Pleasant? Is that a thing?
Mothman in Point Pleasant. Let me see. Mothman. I should know this. I'm from Jersey.
Star has played this before. I'm watching this blind.
Mothman is in fact from Point Pleasant.
God. And my cousin was an exterminator. God damn it, Bri. Why haven't you taken care of the Mothman problem?
Because Mothman is near and dear to our hearts.
Fair enough, fair enough. I have very fond memories of Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
I've been there once, maybe.
Again, my cousins live there. My aunt used to live there. It's been a long time since I've been, but we used to go once a year, you know, to see family. Spend one day on the boardwalk eating all the junk. Maybe go to that, Blackbeard's whatever mini golf, not too far from there. It was also... We need to find out if there's any haunted shit near us.
I mean, there is the Headless Horseman ride in Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
Everything is haunted.
I've never been there myself, but... Up and dead.
Where Griffin and I went to undergrad, everything is haunted. Of course, where we live now is, like, part of Grand Central Station for aliens.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of times we've been awakened in the middle of the night due to weird lights outside.
Yep.
One time it was green, and one time it was blue. And like the time it was blue, like I woke up and I'm like, okay, we're gonna hear thunder now. Now.
I mean, we thought that the first time too.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, we went to the.
Yeah, the UFO fair in my old hometown.
Yeah.
And in fact, they even mentioned that there has been alien activity where we currently are, so...
It's like, sweet.
Aliens.
Yep.
Purple because the aliens don't wear hats.
I mean, I've had more than one medical professional describe me as not human, so... That something you always want to hear from your doctor is, what are you?
I mean, I don't think my doctor's ever said that to me, but...
Several people in Queen server still think the thing about the cardiac tech being unable to find my heart is the funniest fucking thing ever.
I mean, it is kind of funny.
It is. Was a waste of $300, but it's funny at least.
Yes, I did do the meme posts when I said that, Becca. They're still setting off the fireworks.
Oh my god, it's a PSP!
Code green. Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board. Code green.
What the... I think it's...
Mothman.
On your feet, scum. You too.
I think I've seen movies... Oh my god!
Go, Chuck, go!
I think I've seen movies with you, bug thing.
Alright, time to split. Not run. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
I believe in you guys. Chuck is a valuable member of this team.
Yep.
And finally, everyone's going to be in the same place again.
Took
Oh, good.
freaking
Technical
long enough.
weapons back.
Deserve or not, you're escaping.
You'd rather die?
The bird nests in his fro.
Yep.
That's gotta scare you.
And actually,
Yep.
that's...
Scares me.
In the thumbnail, Yowza and V are based on Saz and Chuck the Chocobo.
Yep.
So?
Yes, because V is constantly in my head.
I could just imagine Dodge laughing at me talking this nonsense.
Did you finish this all? Nope, there's still some in
You
there.
are not even close to finishing.
Right now, I'd do anything to see that smile.
I'm surprised you didn't drink it all after the parade.
Stay positive.
Don't think I wasn't thinking it.
Line up for the big parade. DJ Cruise, it's the awards day. Oh my god, why are they setting off so many fireworks? It's not even July! I mean, it's July in like a couple days, but still.
Maybe they're celebrating the end of the school year.
The school year ended on the 14th. I don't know why they're celebrating now.
For here, it ended on Friday.
Yeah.
Ours ended on the 14th. I don't know what they're doing. Froggy.
Frog.
A froggy beep a wee beastie. Hold on, I need to find that.
So my mom's birthday is actually on July 4th, which means that we always have to celebrate the 4th of July.
Yep.
And if there
My
aren't
dad's is on July 5th.
if there aren't fireworks for her birthday, and if we're not doing patriotic things, she gets pissy. So years and years ago, I was about 18. We were on a cruise in Europe, and so like we were in Europe on July 4th, and they don't normally celebrate 4th of July in Europe. And my mom's like, "Oh, I'm not getting fireworks for my birthday. I'm sad." And it's like, we're in fucking Germany. This is cool. We're on another continent. Could you lighten up? But, so, like, she's on the deck of the ship moping.
Of course.
And then suddenly...
A
miracle happens. There are fireworks over there. Because it turned out there was an Air Force base in the city we were staying, and they're like, fuck it, we're Merc and we're celebrating.
Let's go.
And then I'm like, yay, I got fireworks for my birthday. And I'm like, and it's like, it's possible you might be spoiled.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a little.
Yeah. You know, just beside the fact that you think the world seems to revolve around your schedule.
Oh, good. The goo monster is back.
Oh, yeah, the goo monster.
Oh, yeah, the Flanitor.
And now we got the Flanborg.
There's more of them. Joy.
I am the
flan that I like.
Flanborg.
The only flan that I like were the kind from Melody. What was the game that you guys played with the
Rhapsody?
Rhapsody, yes. My memory is terrible.
Spoilers, the sequels to that may be on our to-do list.
Yep.
Let's go! More barbecue!
Barbecue! Gonna get me some barbecue!
Thank you.
Star, quick, steal his barbecue.
We don't have any barbecue.
I mean, we have the Carolina Gold sauce and we have the Alabama barbecue sauce.
But we haven't used it in a while.
Steal his pockets, then.
Well, I can steal the one right here. I'll take the wire. You're gonna break the wire on the headset.
Oh, they're not sneezing. This is just Star Lantern being adorable. And me inciting the adorableness.
I'm over here.
He's hiding behind his chair.
Oh.
Victor go the spoils.
I did not process that in my brain. Again, like, genuinely, I am so confused about why they're setting off fireworks.
I mean, if it helps, my parents' neighbors had a habit of just randomly shooting off fireworks, which is great when you have dogs who don't like loud noises.
Yeah. These Flanders enjoy healing each other, Becca, which is a problem, because they make the siren noise whenever they heal, and it's annoying. These guys are probably my least favorite in this game.
They remind me of something from Ratchet and Clank. The Amoeboids, right, they were in the sewer, and you had to get the sewer crystals from them. And I got every single fucking one of those sewer crystals.
I respect the dedication.
Used the bouncer gun a lot because it is a war crime.
It's a cake?
Not that
It's not
kind
a
of
war crime if the Geneva Conventions don't exist.
Oh yeah.
Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Don't kill me, U.S. government.
I have the U.S. government on speed dial. They know where to find me.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, because you are most likely some kind of sleeper agent.
Also, you're gonna find that these codes don't make any like a sense.
Looks like we ain't the only ones cleaning house.
Like first we had code red. Okay, you got me there. Oh, things have gotten worse. Code green. Wait, what? Isn't it usually supposed to be for good? Code purple. What the fuck?
There was a rumor at my old job that I mooned with as an assassin. I don't know where this rumor came from, but people genuinely believed it.
I mean, Lantern being a government sleeper agent, activated by the word potpourri.
Hey.
Okay, Lantern sleeper agent, Tickle Star.
Making a lot of SciComm guys nervous.
I could, but there would be retaliatory strikes.
I was gonna say he hasn't tried tickling me ever since I found his tickle spot.
I say do it anyways, it'll be funny.
He booped me instead.
Fair play.
He bit my shoulder instead. Welcome.
Fighting is a sign of affection.
Yeah. That and he's probably hungry again.
Yeah. I'm surprisingly not hungry. I should still eat something though. Vespid.
Vespid.
I can't wait till we get group meetup again.
Yeah.
And we'll have a party of 7. Or 6?
6.
7 including the Chocobo.
Yeah.
I feel like the Chocobo counts as 10 people.
Yes. Did you see how well he dealt with that soldier?
Yeah. And actually, Chuck is a she.
There is no such thing as gender.
Vespidae, I think, count technically as wasps, but I'd have to double check that. It's been a long time since I've done entomology.
Vespid. I will fact check you on that. I mean, I know Vespid. That's a skewer.
Yeah, Apis is bees.
Yeah, Vespid is wasp.
Okay.
And I know they're both subtypes of...
Oh. Okay. Vespidae, class Insecta, superfamily, Animalia, Arthropoda, Insecta, Hymenoptera, Vespoidea. Vespidae, and there's like a bunch of subfamilies, but yeah.
Taxonomy isn't as an exact science as you would like to think, frankly.
It never is. Oh, they just set off a lot of them. Like, you know one of those fireworks that explodes into a bunch of different fireworks?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they just did one of those.
Well.
Are those... Oh, it's the centaurs. And the armadillos.
Yep.
Becca, this game is wild.
Yeah, you missed the part where we fought Bulbasaur.
We did fight Bulbasaur.
Spire did not like this Bulbasaur.
Yes.
Hi, Carl. Hi, the Pope.
And yeah, we're code yellow.
Nope.
Code blue.
If we were orange, that would mean
The escapees made it through. They're entering the engine room.
no.
If your boss doesn't know how your code system works, maybe you should change your alert code system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just broke her. She just broke her glasses.
But Carl needs those to see.
Demand flexibility. Code
That is not the voice I expected from the Pope.
We've got to have money.
Also, when you say make it rain, do you mean like an actual rain, or do you mean money?
Kaboom.
How was that? What's going on?
Are they bringing down the ship just to kill the Lizzie?
Maybe. At the very
That's
least, they're going to do something stupid.
That could be, like, the tagline for this entire game.
True. Oh, okay, I still got the Decepticon.
I blame all of this on Hope.
I blame it more on Snow.
Yeah, but I hate Hope substantially more.
You know, that's fair.
Oh, great, we have to fight the armadillo.
It's like a pinecone lizard.
I'm the Holiday Armadillo!
I carry leprosy!
Vanille, please. This is a... I mean, this is a team game.
I was gonna say, this ain't that family friendly.
But it's not like
Yeah.
we're even after dark bad.
Yeah, true, we're not playing Deadpool.
Shout out to the Deadpool LP.
That LP's arrived.
Yeah.
I've watched a playthrough of the Deadpool game. It is a game, certainly. Quick, use Fire Raga on it. I'm just gonna keep saying Kingdom Hearts words until Kikyo shows up.
I mean, Fire Raga is legit a Final Fantasy spell.
Yeah.
Fire Raga. Water Raga?
I'm pretty sure that's a thing in this game, yeah.
It wasn't in previous Final Fantasy games just because water didn't tend to have water 1, 2, 3, but, like, Thunder, Thundara, Thundaga, Blizzard, Blizzara, Blizzaga,
Sora, Ventus. That other guy who's not Sora or Ventus, but is actually the same person.
Amos, Ais, An.
Did you just cast a spell?
No, that's Spanish.
I'm glad somebody got that.
I know enough Spanish. I took Latin.
It's been years since I took Spanish.
I'm horribly rusty. Although at my old job at one point, I did the morning announcements in Spanish as a joke. There was a reason I chose to do them in Spanish, and
de Mayo?
It may have been. And one of my coworkers who was Mexican comes up to me and is like, "Wow, that's very good Spanish. You sound like a German when you speak it." And I'm like, you know, that's fair.
See, my Spanish is good enough that I can communicate with my Spanish-speaking coworkers, but not good enough to hold a full conversation. Like, I can say, "We need more of this," or "Do you need help?" or "Do you need anything from the fridge?" Because most of the time the answer to that is, "I need more onion," because there's never enough onion for some reason.
That is accurate. When we were in the Dominican Republic a few years ago, my brother was like, I'm gonna talk to everybody in Spanish, and my brother doesn't speak Spanish, so mostly he was just stringing together random words, and I'm sitting there going, please stop. And like the people at the resort, they don't particularly want you to speak Spanish just because mostly you're making an ass of yourself and you're making their job harder.
Yeah.
So
reminds me of no, continue. I can.
So one morning, my brother's like, "Oh, you have to come with me and the wife for breakfast margaritas." I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So I go down and Ben shows me the menu and it's in Spanish and he's like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And like my Spanish again is horribly rusty because I haven't needed it in almost 20 years. But I'm translating as best as I can and the waiter comes up to me and is like, oh, you speak Spanish, do you? No hablo español muy bien porque no recuerdo nada porque no tengo nada en mi cabeza. At that point, I was the waiter's best friend because he's like, oh, you're a dumbass! Awesome! You're hilarious! I like you! And I was like, well, at least I'll never have to meet him again. Because it's like, so like, we do activities through the day, and we go to one of the other restaurants at the resort for dinner. And it's with my entire family. And we sit down at the table, and a waiter comes to take our order. Wouldn't you know it? Same fucking guy. He comes, he sees me, he's like, oh, I know you! I'm like, yeah! Nothing in my head, that's right.
Yep.
And that is a large bug that got into our apartment. I'm gonna chase that fucker down.
Yes, please.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
The story that I was reminded of is of a guy who was excavating catacombs in France, and every morning he went to the same cafe and ordered a croissant in French. Eventually, it got to the point where they just had the croissant ready for him, so he didn't need to order anymore. And on the last day he was there, he told them that he wasn't going to be there, so they didn't have to put the croissants out anymore. And they were like, oh, we're sending you go. Please never speak French again.
That's all this. There's very little problems a size 14 boot can't solve.
This is true.
Well, now we're probably gonna have to wash those beanbag chairs.
Nah, it's good. It didn't get on the chair. It's mostly on the boot.
Okay.
Boots.
It's one of those times where I wish I had the webcam on.
You could always take a picture of it.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
No, I didn't grab a 20-year-old snow boot to smash a bug. What are you talking about?
I mean, before he was swatting at it with his hands. It was entertaining.
I like how my phone makes a noise when it tells me it's at 10%.
Mine does it at 20.
Mine doesn't make any noise at 20, it only makes it at 10.
Huh.
I'll try to keep it alive for as long as I can, but I make no promises.
Yeah. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock anyway. We'll probably be wrapping up soon.
Yeah. Then I can go downstairs and eat something. Probably something meat-related.
You need White Castle.
On the one hand, maybe, but on the other hand, I'm not in a burgery kind of mood.
Get that.
Yeah. Hell, when I was,
Neil, please, I can only take so much moaning in my ears.
But Neil, isn't that thing out of batteries yet? Ah, Christ.
I mean, probably not.
Seriously, whoever was directing her... The problem isn't the voice actress. Like, she's clearly doing her best. The problem is clearly the voice direction.
Yeah.
Whoever the director was needs to be punched.
Yeah, I think it was that even Vanille's voice actor was uncomfortable with all the moaning she had to do.
Yeah. So
that tracks.
We need you to sound like you're riding that Hogwarts broom toy constantly. What?
Oh, that one that got banned?
Yeah. I'm glad you got that joke.
Yeah, it's stopping.
I have a bunch of weird fact books.
We're decelerating. They up to something?
I don't suppose it could just be, I don't know, good luck?
You wish.
That looks a lot more like bad luck.
You got a point.
Not to me. That we can do something about.
That is a point. Not a good one, but it's a point.
Yeah, I mean, we could do something about it. Or we could save and worry about that next week.
Yes.
Alright. So this game continues to be a ride.
Yes.
I mean, currently we're riding on a ship.
Yes.
So... Oh god, that's amazing.
Accurate.
Accurate, Becca. So as always, thank you to everyone who made it out to the stream. If you like our content, there is more on Star's YouTube channel where we have LPs going up. That was the wrong take, yes. We also show up on other YouTube channels, such as Yorkshire Raven and Surratt's channels, where there's a variety of LPs and D&D and what have you. And we have a Discord server if you want to come to hang out.
Yes, it is a very nice Discord server.
They're
where I rule with an iron fist.
I mean, I'm mostly there to look pretty, so...
I mean, you're pretty.
Hey. Boop.
Hey.
Oh, it's more of a gold fist. Looks pretty, kind of soft.
But, yes, we are still trucking along with Summer Square. And then, once Summer Square is over, we'll be getting into Nintendo.
Yep.
Oh yeah, December's coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny, because, like, there's a solid, like, 5 or 6 months out of the year where it's like, we kind of have it blocked off because we're going to be doing activities. Oh, you can do the activities at any time, Becca. Even the older ones will...
Yep.
I still gotta do the crossword.
Yeah. It's funny, Store put up the word search, and like 5 minutes later, I get a message from Griffin. She's like, here you go! I'm like, fuck, that was fast. She's like,
Griffin.
She's like, yeah, I have the day off today, and also I do a lot of word searches.
Dude, if you gave me like a Ken, I'd be able to do that in 5 seconds. I'm really good at Kens for no reason. Well, there is a reason. My dad taught me how to do them, and I just never stopped doing them.
No, you can tell like which of the challenges were Star and which one of them were mine. If it's something that involved like actually making someone like going in and making a puzzle or something, it was Star. If it's, oh hey, here's a vague thing to write or draw about, and I don't care how half-assed it is, that's one of my challenges. Make character this.
yes, we will be back next week. And, I don't know, anyone else got any other things to say?
Remember, if you have a brewery, your goal is to get me the beer in exchange for currency. Anything you do to make that more complicated is a failure on your part.
But what if turn money into booze?
Your ideas intrigue me.
But yes, until next time, everybody, we will see you out there.
Bye.
Bye.
Provided I can actually